You finished. So how many are there? You've already like advanced through all the opponents and everything. Nah, I didn't know that. That's bullshit. I think it's 48. Yeah, I want to say it's like they update Monday and then Wednesday and then Friday. And then I think you can play those. I don't know. That makes no sense. So maybe it is every fucking. But what's that, Friday? I mean, I guess that would make. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because then you get that extra one. Dude, fuck that. I'm not trying to play 4 of those every day. That's ridiculous. I couldn't do that shit. Yeah. Dude, switch to the fucking orange jersey. I'm trying to see it. There it is.
Sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm just starting my week 2 game right now. Let's get it.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They start on the ground with Elliott.
Did you start your game yet?
Forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up.
Nice, easy down.
5 takeaways in last week's game.
On second down, Elliott once more.
Yeah, I with that.
Be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Ah, no.
To throw is Prescott.
Get that shit. Get that shit. Pick it up, Dax. Pick it up, Dax. Fuck. Just standing there staring at it, dummy.
2 and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve.
He's like talking shit or something.
Because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Yeah, wrap up. Let's go. We got 4 here. There it is.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
You starting another one, G?
I'm wondering. Here's Joe Mixon as they
oh fuck.
Takes it to the 26,
Cutting too much.
a 1-yard gain.
Damn,
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
Come on.
From the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can
that should have been an easy fucking job.
Primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away.
Fuck, man.
He was only asked to punt once in the
shanked
victory
the
last
fucking
week
punt.
as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50.
Wow, that was a dot. Alright.
Get this one down near the 20-yard line.
How the
Just
fuck
shy
did he
of
throw that? That was wild.
Really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Prescott.
Oh.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another
Come
one
on, boys.
away.
Let's stop.
You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody go.
He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
That's kind of trash, but I'll take
All
it.
they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Nfasl.
Hold a fucking block, clown.
The interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll drop this one. Oh, he's
No way. Who's gonna get it? Fuck, man. 96 carrying for fucking nothing? Come on.
That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized balls.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Good job, bro.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No,
Don't ever say that about Joe, bro.
Nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Good shit, Sam.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Geno Smith was named the Seahawks starter. Woo.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble.
Oh my gosh. Holding.
Right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it.
Man, get this guy out of the game. Missing blocks, holding. I hate you, Jackson Commons.
Is it? That means everyone who might touch is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Oh my gosh. I just missed you. That's on me.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Whoa, what the fuck was that? Oh my fucking god, dude. God.
He's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
Didn't even run around.
I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great coverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Nice pass.
And that is caught.
Wow.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season.
That was nice.
The Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Neville Gallimore showing off a bit on that nice stop.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. Trucks over it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
In Hayden Hurst's only year as the unquestioned starter, he had 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets them a 1st down here.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Close, quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here we go. 2nd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That
was a little late.
By T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Couple coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and throw forward with...
What the fuck? He didn't even go for the ball. Yo.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get the football back.
I guess you can't throw to the outside shoulder.
Stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done.
Stupid.
They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On play action, Prescott. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Okay.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45.
Good run.
Had to. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
You left the tight end wide open.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing, Prescott.
Let's go, dude. Dax. Come on.
Daxton Hill in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
That's about the worst thing that could happen.
And we'll be back in a moment.
Sorry, Raw. That's rough.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15.
Bang! Let's fucking go.
For a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 63 yards. And the Bengals
What a dot, dude. What a fucking dot.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
That's good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 up.
Yo, Dax is balling. Let's go, kid.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ah, I got stuck on the D-line. No.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is intercepted.
Yo, let's go.
Picks it.
Return that shit. Return that shit. Let's go, Trey. Let's fucking go, baby. Come on.
Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get
what? That's a touchdown! That's a touchdown, yo!
You're right back out there.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay.
Bang! Let's go, Jamar! Yes, sir.
Successful one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now
what you playing, G?
14-10.
Jizzle.
McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Give me that. Give me that. Let's go. Let's go.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
I'm just throwing it up at this point. That was so fucking dumb. I thought he was going to get single. Damn. I got greedy.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Oh, and then missed that tackle.
Opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Prescott now. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Come on.
Prescott, his 3rd interception. Trey Flowers.
Trey, let's go. I started you for a reason.
Solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Bro, I was trying to lead that down and in. That was so bad. I need to stop. I need to stop.
Guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
That was so gross.
Let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his passes
Bro, this is
time today.
just interception back and forth. That is ridiculous. Alright, bro. Do something smart here.
We
just need a few yards.
Put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles.
Jesus, this is ugly.
How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Bang!
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan.
Run the ball 20 fucking times a second.
Halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. Getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half,
good play. Nobody touched you.
Having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Gun.
Burrow on play action. Got a man open. It's Chase. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd.
Dot, good shit.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline.
I read you wrong.
You know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And they're going to get this
Where's the wheels?
to 37. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up.
Oh, PI!
Situations, first down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
There
is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Good throw, dude. Jesus, that was late.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap.
Woo! Well, it was clean. Good shit, Joe.
Great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here we go. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Burrow.
Bro, what are you doing? Stop. Jesus, just throwing it right into the fucking cover too.
Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm gonna miss that too. Jeez.
McPherson's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Prescott. And now here is another interception.
Bang, let's go. Come on.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter.
Cool with these slow fucking starts, so come on.
Partner probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And some room to roam now. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, here we go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from knocking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked it off in your headset.
Good little move,
so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, Both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Damn it, Dax.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the shotgun again to Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs.
Let's go, dude. Jeff, 68 overall. Is my 1st and 2nd string are both hurt.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they take a knee.
GG's.